Good morning, everybody. Hey, we have made it to Friday. It is August 16th, and I'm DJ Baker. Today on the Morning Blend Extra, got a lot to talk about here. We have an airport growing a forest, how Legos are teaching kids, and more. But first, let's kick things off with a little bit of weather, my good old favorite. Today, we have a first look out there as we could see some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be a little bit on the stronger side, but that's going to be few and far between as there's not a lot of moisture for atmosphere to utilize. We'll get up to right around 85 degrees here today. Overnight tonight, mostly cloudy before we go to partly cloudy skies, getting down to 66 degrees. And then Saturday, Sunday, looking very pleasant. Maybe an isolated, scattered shower, maybe a storm on Saturday, high of 80 and 81 degrees. But as we progress on into the beginning of next week, high pressure is going to start to take over our jet stream, meaning we're going to see some very pleasant conditions, a high of 79 degrees for both Monday and Tuesday, plentiful amounts of sunshine. As you progress on into the middle and into the end of next week, that high pressure system is going to start to meander off toward the east, meaning we are quickly going to start to ramp back up. A high of 84 degrees is expected on Thursday, with temperatures back up into the upper 80s by the time we get towards next weekend. Let's take a live look outside. It is our primetime audio video East State Street cam, where much better pictures than where we were at yesterday, as we are seeing plentiful amounts of sunshine. And I love the sunshine. I'm glad it's made its return. It's not as much of a dreary morning. Well, one of the busier airports in the Pacific Northwest has nearly transformed itself into a vacation destination. Portland International Airport reopened its main terminal Wednesday, and it's basically an indoor version of Oregon's outdoors. The renovations feature dozens of trees and thousands of plants throughout the terminal, including a Douglas fir ceiling that was cut from a regional forests through sustainable harvesting methods. On occasion, therapy llamas and alpacas will be on hand for travelers at PDX. The remodel will be complete by 2025 to 2026. And hey, sign me up for the alpacas and llamas. Those look really nice to pet, and maybe one of them we can call Tina. Yeah, a little reference back there. Well, back to school is here, and August is National Children's Eye Health and Safety Month. Pediatric ophthalmologists suggest to get regular vision screenings to detect and correct eye problems early. CBS reporter Jared Hill has more on what parents should know.
Helen Sanchez is getting ready for kindergarten.
Now what I want you to do.
And that includes having an eye exam. Her mom, Jade Elise, is an optometric technician and knows that's how to start the year off right.
Just to make sure that she's okay, since I wear glasses and my whole side of the family wears glasses.
To take a look inside of your eye.
Dr. Daniel Sear with Stony Brook Medicine recommends children have their eyes checked by a pediatric ophthalmologist at least once before starting school. Parents should also make sure their kids are screened at their annual well visit.
It's really important that all children have their eye checked before school, because we have seen that in recent large, well-controlled studies that children who have refractive error, need for glasses, and have that corrected do better on their standardized testing scores.
With adults and children spending more time on devices, myopia or nearsightedness is increasing, which can cause eye fatigue and strain.
I like to talk to them about the 20-20-20 rule. After 20 minutes of focused near work, you take a 20-second break and look at something 20 feet away. That allows the eyes to unfocus so that you can see up close, to relax, and that allows the eyes to relax. And it also allows you time to blink.
Dr. Sears says some conditions like amblyopia or lazy eye can be silent and missed at school vision screenings. Another reason to have an exam with a professional.
Great job, take a bow.
Helen's checkup went well.
Best way to learn is, if you see, you can learn better. So I'm excited for this new year. She's going to be doing great.
You get a prize.
This kindergartner can really keep her eyes on the prize this school year. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Speaking of eyes on the prize, a lot of people think there are some Lego sets that are worth a lot of money, and who knew Legos can turn out into a career? Well, one Kentucky man has spent most of his life playing with Legos, and CNN's Mariah Congedo reports he's making money and teaching us throughout that hobby.
I have a large collection of Legos, and so we decided that we would put those to use.
For more than 40 years, Dwayne Keaton has rounded up quite the Lego collection.
Actual loose bricks that I have in the basement, it's probably over 100,000.
That doesn't include the Lego sets. From the Coliseum to the Millennium Falcon to Lego mosaics, from a young age, Keaton has devoted countless hours building and creating.
I don't see Legos as a toy I see it more as like clay or pencils or paints. I see it as a medium to create things.
As a former teacher with a collection so vast, Keaton and his wife came up with a business plan and founded the Brickmobile.
And I teach engineering, architecture, science, math, arts, all through Lego bricks.
Keaton says for every visit, he brings 50,000 Lego bricks with him. In a school setting, for example, Keaton will make his lessons unique to the curriculum while featuring things like the tower tumbler and Newton's cart.
I teach architecture and engineering concepts and why some towers can be so tall and how in the world are we able to make skyscrapers that are just thousands of feet tall.
Keaton says the Brick Learning Center has already created so many good experiences and memories.
They just start smiling immediately when they get to start building them. And it's so much fun to be able to share it with them.
Keaton says they can do birthday parties, school and library visits, you name it.
We're also thinking hospitals, nursing homes, assisted living facilities, where I could use the Lego bricks for occupational therapy.
Have to say, when it comes to it, I actually did some stuff in some college courses using Legos, as it's a pretty good medium to build without worrying about it. And one of the cool things is I actually made a Lego roller coaster in my Physics 2 class. And hey, speaking of roller coasters, if you like them, well, today is your day, as today is actually National Roller Coaster Day. Today, August 16th, of course, does mark that day. In 1998, Edwin Prescott was credited with introducing the first vertical loop coaster, but historians believe that roller coasters date back to the 17th century in St. Petersburg, Russia. These adrenaline-inducing rides help to make the heat a little more bearable, especially with the wind in your face. You can celebrate by visiting a local amusement park or posting your favorite memories online. I have to say, I am glad that sometimes we don't get those photos when it comes to when you're on the roller coaster. I have made some funny faces. But hey, we still have a lot to talk about here on today's show. We have Nicole Haas from the Greater Freeport Partnership. That's coming up right after the break.
A new school year means new routines for you and your kids, and some old routines for others.
But at WIFR,
we're up to get you going.
All right, now let's get right to the big stories. The
3 other schools in the state line who offer this sort of help.
With your first alert forecast. It's a first alert action day and severe storms as we do head into the afternoon.
We're up.
For what's now?
And what's next?
WIFR News This Morning, up to get you going for back to school. Thousands of people are using the WIFR app on their smart TV. And you can too. Using your remote control, go to your TV's homepage. Locate the search option and type in WIFR. Select and download. From there, you'll be connected and ready to stream full newscasts, stories on demand, and exclusive content. It's all free and all from the news team you know and trust. WIFR.
At WIF, we give you more than just scores and highlights on Friday nights with Football Frenzy Plus. Get caught up with Football Frenzy on WIFR. Then go to any WIFR digital channel to get the Plus experience. More highlights to watch your team in action. Plus, more access for your behind-the-scenes interviews. Plus, more convenience so you can watch Frenzy highlights anytime on any screen. Equals a winning combination. Football Frenzy, followed by Football Frenzy Plus, starting August 30th on WIFR. Unpredictable weather on the horizon? Stay ahead of the storms with the WIFR First Alert Weather app. Get personalized notifications, a detailed 10-day forecast, watch video updates from your most trusted weather team, and up-to-the-minute information with live radar. It's not just an app. It's your weather guardian to help you plan your day. Don't guess the weather. Anticipate it. Download the WIFR First Alert Weather app for free now and take control of your day.
Welcome back to the Morning Blend Extra. Today we are now going to be joined by Nicole Haas with the Greater Freeport Partnership. Nicole, you were outside earlier on in the blend. I'm a little bit jealous as it is really nice outside, but since it looks like you've moved indoors.
Absolutely. We're talking about something a little more holistic to the partnership's mission. And so thought it was a little bit better. I mean, I had a nice audience. I had a couple rabbits nearby when I was outside earlier, but I don't know, they would accept the entire talk that we're talking about today, definitely going a little more with more breadth, but in depth on what it is that the partnership actually does to promote Freeport and Stevenson County.
Yeah, you mentioned promote Freeport in Stevenson County, and Governor J.B. Pritzker just released tourism econ impacts, and looks like Stevenson County is doing pretty well. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. So for those who might not be aware, the Greater Freeport Partnership does a lot of different focus areas to impact economic development. One of those is tourism, as we talk a little later on. The other ones are development specifics to infrastructure and homes and workforce. And then, of course, just supporting businesses with some of the activities that we do. But yes, tourism is economic impact. We definitely are reminded of that coming out of COVID when we didn't have people visiting. And 2023 numbers were just released this morning by the governor and the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. And we are really excited here in Stevenson County to continue to break tourism spending records. Over $52 million of visitor spending was in Stevenson County in 2023, which is a 3.6% increase over 2022. So we're excited to continue to bring people to this area to really show them how beautiful and scenic it is and how amazing our people are, but also to continue to support the businesses, not just the visitor economy, but the businesses that are right here in Freeport and Stevenson County.
Yeah, that makes sense. So going from people coming in and visiting to maybe people settling down, there is some new homes being built with the help of Enterprise Zone and Housing. Can you describe a little bit what's going on with that?
Absolutely. So the housing market across Northwest Illinois, we've heard about it in so many different news reports that it continues to be a boon here in Northwest Illinois. And housing is an issue when we're trying to attract workforce, when we're trying to bring in new businesses. And here in Stevenson County, we have really been at a blight for new construction of homes. And thanks to an incentive tool called the Northwest Illinois Enterprise Zone, 2 new homes are being built on the west edge of Freeport right now, and those are up for sale. And we are very excited because we hope this spurs continued residential development, and there are multiple opportunities to bring that here. Just as kind of a recap, the Enterprise Zone is an incentive tool that allows the sales tax abatement for construction materials, as well as property tax for the homeowner for a couple of years after they move in.
Oh, that is nice. And so we keep kind of dancing around businesses. There is a new business being built at Millrace Crossing, and it's aerospace. Are we talking about building rocket ship parts?
Maybe. This is Millrace Crossing Industrial Park is owned by Stevenson County, and it has been there for at least a decade. And we have some great businesses out there, and we're really excited to see this business, who is currently in Stevenson County, expanding, and that they have purchased a land out at the industrial park, and they're going to start construction here before the end of the year. That's 360 DMG, being Dynamic Marketing Group. Very excited to have them expanding their business here in Stevenson County, and we hope it just continues to spur further development in that industrial area.
Yeah, so going from breaking ground to cutting the ribbon, the city of Freeport looks like they're cutting ribbon on a new barbershop?
Absolutely. Right? This goes into the chamber type functions of the partnership. And we celebrate every new business. And we are so happy to have another business starting up in downtown Freeport. This is Pretzel City Barbershop. And this was just on Tuesday, I believe. They just did their ribbon cutting. Fantastic family who is really putting down roots here and expanding their business. And we're so happy to have them in downtown Freeport, right on newly developed Chicago Avenue. So a great place to have a business. Definitely check them out on Facebook and online to make an appointment.
Yeah. And can you talk a little bit about the ABC Supply moving?
Absolutely. So all of these things we're talking about how business is growing and expanding in Stevenson County, regardless of size. And ABC Supply has always been in Freeport, but now they've actually moved locations, and they're out on Baileyville Road, just behind Bacher Automotive Group. So they're going to be hosting their grand opening on next Friday, the 23rd, from 11 to 2. Very excited to see their expansion. Again, another business that utilize the Enterprise Zone, that incentive option, to continue to keep them here in Stevenson County, and very excited for their expansion, their continued investment here in this area.
Yeah, I saw there was food trucks going there, and I love myself some good food trucks. Also love myself some beefaroo, which there's one opening up in Freeport.
Absolutely. Earlier this year, we were so happy to support some local entrepreneurs who had their groundbreaking of Beefaroo. And this is in the Meadows, which is the shopping center located on towards the south end of Freeport, has had a terrific resurgence. We've had Marshall's and Five Below open there, Pet Supply Plus, and now Beefaroo, this is one of those smaller locations that Beefaroo is franchising. So it's a drive-through and pickup location. And driving past it has been very exciting. They still hope to open up here in about the next 30 days. So we're really excited to go out and cut that ribbon for them as well.
Yeah, well, Nicole, thank you so much for joining us. Lots of cool stuff coming to the Stevenson County area as well as the Freeport area. And again, just thanks so much for being on.
Absolutely. Always terrific things happening in Freeport, and we're glad to tell the story. Thanks for the time.
Of course. Well, moving from Stevenson County to Winnebago County. As the county fair is here until Sunday, we'll have more about that fair coming up right after the break.
A new school year means new routines for you and your kids, and some old routines for others.
But at WIFR,
we're up to get you going.
all right, now let's get right to the big stories. The
3 other schools in the state line who offer this sort of coverage.
Up with your first alert forecast. It's a first alert action day and severe storms as we do head into the afternoon.
we're up.
For what's now?
And what's next?
WIFR News This Morning, up to get you going for back to school. Thousands of people are using the WIFR app on their smart TV. And you can too. Using your remote control, go to your TV's homepage. Locate the search option and type in WIFR. Select and download. From there, you'll be connected and ready to stream full newscasts, stories on demand, and exclusive content. It's all free and all from the news team you know and trust. WIFR.
At WIFR, we give you more than just scores and highlights on Friday nights with Football Frenzy Plus. Get caught up with Football Frenzy on WIFR. Then go to any WIFR digital channel to get the Plus experience. More highlights to watch your team in action. Plus, more access for your behind-the-scenes interviews. Plus, more convenience so you can watch Frenzy highlights anytime on any screen. Equals a winning combination. Football Frenzy, followed by Football Frenzy Plus, starting August 30th on WIFR. Unpredictable weather on the horizon? Stay ahead of the storms with the WIFR First Alert weather app. Get personalized notifications, a detailed 10-day forecast, watch video updates from your most trusted weather team, and up-to-the-minute information with live radar. It's not just an app. It's your weather guardian to help you plan your day. Don't guess the weather. Anticipate it. Download the WIFR First Alert weather app for free now and take control of your day.
The Winnebago County Fair is back, and it is better than ever. And gotta say, this weekend's weather is not looking too shabby. Maybe a scattered shower here or there, but temperature-wise, ooh, is it looking gorgeous. The fair features a rodeo, tractor pulls, demolition derby, and more. Some of the special events to check out are the livestock showings, the Adventure Family Circus, and canine demonstrations. The Winnebago County Fair is in Pecatonica, is the place to be this weekend. Well, that wraps up the Morning Blend Extra here for us. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great weekend.